In the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Salman Shakil and my trend project is 5. Basically today's our topic is to identify 5 problems and give the solution to the company, like suggest solution to the company so they can go and do the planning and can grow. So now today the company that we have chosen is FlexSource International. FlexSource International is basically a digital marketing company. Like basically in simple word, it's a call center that was established in 2013 and it's been successfully working till today as well. What's their main operation? They do the telemarketing, they do the marketing on the internet like Google AdWords, etc. to cater the customer from all over the United States, Canada, Australia, and UK campaigns. Basically, what their core business is the telecom sector and appointment scheduling. Telecom sector means they provide they have dealership with the companies working in the United States, Canada, Australia, and different parts of the world, where they provide the phone, internet, and the TV services to the customer, basically by both offering both the inbound and the outbound. What is inbound and what is outbound? Inbound is basically they do the marketing and then they receive the call, and outbound they do the cold calling in which they directly call to the customer and the prospect does not have any idea about it, so they try to convince them. So basically it's a digital marketing that do the digital marketing as well, for the rest of the people who would like to do the marketing, digital marketing. Now, the first problem that I have identified about the FlexSource International is that they are not growing, and whenever they try, like whenever they succeed a little bit, any external factor affected, and they come to the same part where they started. Why? The main problem that I identified is the proper planning and the backup availability. The solution I have offered to them as well, that first of all the management does not make effort on long-term goal as they do on the short term. What does that mean? They make sure that they're going to achieve their monthly target. They put pressure as well, and whatever needs to be done they do that, but they don't think of the long-term planning. Now you will be thinking that in achieving month by month target, it means we are achieving our year target and then 5 to 10 years, but it's not like that. They just do on every month basis that make sure that those month target are getting achieved, and no any further plans they have for the future, that once they were going to achieve this, so they will be doing that thing, nothing else. Second thing, the solution I got here for you is that the business is very tricky, as I'm the part of that business as well. I work in a call center and I have worked in the FlexSource International as well. So that's why I was able to get all these kind of problem and I can offer the solution as well. Why it's very tricky, that any external factor can affect it any time. So when you think the business is going good, start different campaign as well. So for example, if one get affected, you will be having a still working others. What external factor? For example, if I explain you in a simple word that we do marketing on the Google AdWords, sometime what happened that the Google take our ad on review to check it out whether all the activities are going good or not. So for that it takes at least a month or 15 days depending upon the review, depending upon what ad we are using. So it takes time, and sometime if something happens with the dealership as well, that it's kind of external factor dealership, that the company suspend our dealership, so we come back to the same point where we started. So the best part, the best solution is this, that whenever you're trying, whenever you think you're going good, you're succeeding, invest in different campaigns. Financial management, like basically the main thing that I have learned, that the owner of the company is mainly focusing on what he's getting on the monthly basis. Like it should think as a owner, as a CEO of the company, that he should go and grow, think about the growth of the company instead of every month as the salaried person do. So whenever you think your business is succeeding, please invest in different project, not increasing in terms of the team for the same project, but increasing in, for example, in logo designing and card trading. These are the external other, you can say, projects that the people are doing in the call center industry. Now, the main problem is the about the backup, that instead of facing the problem first, what I have heard and what I have learned experience in that company, that whenever the problem occurs, then they find the solution for that. They should know what are the problems that can be occurred in the future, so they should be having backups available on that. And last but not the least, the owner and the management should focus on their employees. I have learned because I know I have worked over there, so I know how they treat the employees, about the confidence, about their respect, about their designation. So they should think about it. I have explained in the future as well, in the detail further. I'm going to explain to you as well. The second problem I have here is the removal of extra employees, that I did the research that they have hired some extra employees which are getting paid, and like they do the work. I'm not telling they are not doing any kind of work. They're doing work, but it's not their work that they do. What does that mean? Like specifically, they have hired some employees just to do the data entry. What data entry mean? Like for example, I'm a sales representative. I'm talking over the call with the customer and taking their information step by step. So we send all those information to two of the people like that we call the data entry specialist. So they put information into the system, like they have the portal, the dealership, the company have given them a portal on which we can put the customer information so we can complete their order. Now what happened in most of the companies, that the same person, the representative, the sales representative who is talking over the call with the customer, they have that portal available. So on the same time, while they're talking with the customer, they are putting their information as well. Number one, you're saving the customer time. Number second, in this way, you will be having two benefits. One, by removing that extra employees I'm talking about, that you can save the money in terms of salaries, allowance, bonuses, or you can utilize those employees in different department as well. You have that option, but I'm not sure why they're not doing. The third problem I have here is the employee engagement, and employee engagement, like it's a kind of a difficult thing in every industry, but trust me, if you have worked anyone in the call center industry, so you should know that in this enthusiasm gap can be even greater. Why? Because the work is very stressful, that you're under pressure from the management that you need to do the sale, and it's a kind of a boring as well. Why? Because repeated pattern, like it's easy for employee to become demoralized, because every time you do the same, the customer call, let them know about the deal, take information, book their order. So it's sometimes it become boring. Now what's the problem? The problem is this, like the employee are not having a proper resources and authority to deal efficiently with the customers. And same case for Flexos International, like it happened in most of the centers. Not every center, the big center like IBEX and TRG, they are doing stuff and they give authority, most of the authority and resources to the employees so they can do their work efficiently and easily. Now, what a solution I have offered to them is this: empower your employees to help the customer. Give them the resources, like whatever the software, whatever the thing, like which are given to the employees in other industries, at least give to them so they can work easier. They will be having softwares available, so the thing they need to do manually, they can do it automatically by the help of the software, and that time they can efficiently deal with the client. Don't let your employees fly behind. Give them the proper training. Most of the thing I have heard, like whenever a customer go and do the interview in Flexsource International, what they do basically, they just hire the people, just asking them about the services, like what they have done before or anything else, but they don't give the proper training to them about the product and services. They just hire if they know even a little bit of English, that how to speak. So first they should be giving a proper training, and then they allow them to cater the customer and the employees. Incentivize the performance. They should offer more attractive incentive. Market competitive incentive should be given to the employees so they can work efficiently, and ask the employees about the feedback, like how they're doing on the regular basis. It's not like that you just leave on them and give them the target, and at the end of the month you're coming up what happened, and if not, so you're like pressurizing them or appreciating them depending upon their result. But do that at least on the weekly basis or regular basis. Just ask them how they're going, about the feedback, is everything working good or not. So you should do that. An employee should know where he or she can see themselves after 5 to 10 years. Most problem, the many problem, the major problem that we face, that most of the people don't think that call center is a good career, but it is if you explain your person that what you will be in 5 to 10 years, what will be your designation in terms of salary, respect, and everything. So they should focus on the hierarchy level as well. The fourth point is centralized decision making and gap in communication process. What that centralized decision mean? That all of the decision is under one person. Like you say, that is right. Like the main CEO or the owner do that, but it's not like that. You make hierarchy level in the management as well. That the problem is this: the process is very critical and complicated in the management of Flexos International, that even the higher management don't know that anything can be implemented anytime without a prior notice. So that make a communication gap. A solution I have offered to them is this: the management does not plan on every level, so they should hire people to handle the management on every level and take action, positive action toward the company goal. There should be a hierarchy level in the management, and every manager or person, supervisor, leader should know that what's their goal or how they can act toward the company's goal. There should be transparency in the process so that individual can know from top to bottom, not only the low level agents or sales representative, even the manager over there or the quality team does not know what's their main purpose or what they're using. Sometimes they're doing the quality services, sometimes they're calling to customer, sometimes they're doing different thing. So it's a communication gap that no one is taking action. The third should be, it should be a strict guideline that should be followed from top to bottom. If a company, if owner, if the CEO should make a specific guideline, that should be followed by him as well, not only the people under him. He can make changes as the owner, but there should be guideline that whenever anything happen, for example, hiring or firing of the customer, mean to say the employee or anything else, so there should be a specific guideline followed. The fourth is the higher management should know. Now, how, as I explained you, that even higher management does not know what is going to be happen. So whenever the owner, the CEO is going to make any decision, so they should take confidence in the for the higher management as well. They should know what are the new policies and that can be implemented by the CEO, and what's our next step. So it means right now they're just going blindly step by step, and anytime they can fall down and can be the same where they started. So they should be having the proper communication even with the higher management, as well as a step by step whatever the information they need to provide it. Sorry. The fifth problem, the main problem, one of the main problem is employee satisfaction and retention. If you know about the call center industry, so they give a banner like in the most of the time in outbound, it's a 24/7 hiring. Why? Because the employees are not satisfied with their job. It could be because of the salaries, it could be because of the night shift, because in the Pakistani time we need to work in the US, so we work according to their time. So in the Pakistan it's a night and there it's a morning. So the main problem, I researched and I got the result that almost all the employees, not only one I'm talking about, even the manager I'm talking about, I'm doing this much telling you that the manager, quality, even a single sales representative is unsatisfied with the company terms and policy. And that's the main problem why the employees are not staying and not giving their 100%. Now I got some solution, and make sure these solutions should be implemented so the employee will be satisfied with their job and they don't wish to leave it. The first solution is this: they should be having a several paid leave and fixed days off so that the employee can handle their balanced personal and balanced work life. Now what happened right now, what's going on over there, that they don't give a fixed days off. It could be any one day in the entire week. Even it could be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or it could be Sunday. So instead of dividing those like holidays, and that even a customer, the employee don't know what they're going to do, there should be any specific so they can manage their personal life on that day. They can fix their even family gathering, etc. Now, and there should be paid leaves as well. Now, it's a fixed leave, or it's different that one holiday should be fixed, and there should be paid leave for a year as well that normal companies do offer. That, for example, if you would like to go for a vacation or anything else in the emergency, you don't have any kind of paid leave over there. You just have 5 6 leave sick leave, that if you're like sick, so you can do 5 sick leave in the entire 365 days a year. Only 5 sick leave. And even whenever you're going to do even 1 sick leave, your day will be counted. You will be getting your money for the day, but the dependability, the bonus that you get, the allowance that you get for that, if you come no late and no absent for the entire month, even it will be deducted, so it should be resolved. Market competitive salaries and allowances and commission should be given, so the employee will be more satisfied and they don't wish to go another company that they can see more growth or more money. Create career path. Take a personal interest in employee career growth so that the employees can see their future. As I explained you before, that they don't focus on the employee, they just focus on their monthly target. So first you need to focus on your employee, let them know about the career, where they can see themselves in 5 to 10 years, step by step what will be their designation, the hierarchy level, so that employee can take their part and can give 100% in their personal growth as well. And in this way, they will be able to help the customer more efficiently. The fourth is this: as it's a stressful job, so give your time employees in case of lower performance. As I have learned, and as I have experience as well, that it's a stressful job. So that's why sometimes it happened that the employee is not able to work properly. Like, it's not necessary due to its lateness, but it could be possible due to the poor performance that he's trying, but he's not getting the customer. So at least give time before firing them. At least listen to them, what problem they're facing, try to resolve it, help them, be a leader so they can see their career growth and can work with the company instead of leaving that. Now, I have done some internal factor evaluation, that I have written some strength and weakness of the company, and we have given some rating and the weight depending upon the like importancy and low level, that what is more important and what is not important. So we have given them rating that we have around 85% customer retention. That is a big thing. We have our own dealership that increase our per customer profit by 30%, that we don't need to give any commission or cut to a middleman. Why? Because now we are already our own dealer. In-house work, increase productivity. We don't have external people who do marketing for us, or we don't have external people from where we do got calls. No, it's all in-house work that we do that increase our productivity. Core team working from a startup, that's the main thing. Like, they have some people, like including me as well, that they are still working with them. They are still interacted with that company. So it's a big thing that they know from zero to where they started and where they are right now. It's a secure infrastructure. Its maintenance cost is reduction, because there is no any specific maintenance cost that you need to pay every month. And the main thing is this: we can make change direction quickly if we find that our marketing is not working. So we can change the top of the marketing. We can convert it by distributing the flyers, do the Google AdWords, etc. So we have multiple options. So we can change it anytime. And the company has its own website, so it will be more easily for the customer to reach us through the website as well, or the employee as well, so who can see their career level and the career growth, that if they choose us to be to join our company, so where they can see themselves. We do, as every company have a strength, so they do have the weakness as well. The weakness is that need to have the high-speed internet connection, which is required. Instead of that, no work can be done, because it's all done on the internet. Lack of commitment to the high quality, that we cannot commit the high quality. We can commit, but the availability depends upon address to address. Inability to provide of provider to guarantee the location of the company information, that we are not allowed to give the specific information about the company, because we are just the dealers, authorized dealers. We are not the company itself. We are the dealers. We have taken the permission from them as a dealership, that we can get the customer, we can book the order for their company. Often customer have to wait due to portal issue. Sometime what happened that due to issue with the portal mean the system on which we put the information that the company has given us, where we can put the customer information. Due to likeness, as it is open in the US, and when we access it to the desktop or TeamViewer, so sometimes due to issue, the portal issue, the customer need to wait over the call, so it's a weakness. And the major part is this, that the cash flow will be unreliable in the early stages. Early stages mean that the cash flow, we don't know about the cash flow, how much we will be earning, or what will be the company revenue at the end of the month, because it depends upon the number of the customer. The last thing that I need to explain you today is the TOWS metrics of the FlexSource International, that how they can use their strength to maximize their opportunities, to minimize their threat, or how they can minimize their weakness by the opportunities, or they can minimize the weakness and the threats as well. I'm sorry. Now, number one, the strength they have, I explain you the strength and weakness. They have opportunities in reinvesting in different projects. They have improvement in management system. The threats they have, that the right size of management team is not available. There could be overhead costs if we don't plan accordingly. It's a poor employee involvement could be done, and as a whole company almost, we have competitors as well. Now, how we can use this trend, that we should invest into logo designing, card trading, etc., to increase our market coverage. Why? Right now we just have the coverage for the person who would like to have the phone, internet, and TV service. But if we start investing on that, so we will be having a large market coverage, and we should be opening business development and planning development center, a specific department in the company, so they can plan and can think about the company's development and the growth. How the second thing we have, that how we can use our strength to minimize the threat, that having customer engagement can reduce sales of poor quality service, that the customer should be on the line whenever you're placing the order, so they know what they are going to do and what they're placing the order, so we're going to reduce the poor quality of the services. Hire people to handle the management. I explained you that there is a strength and there is a threat that you can minimize by the help of that strength, that should be hiring management people so they can act toward the company's goal. And have tests while interview, like what basically was doing in the call center industry and in FlexSource as well. They just hire the customer, employee, as a normal, just by doing the interview. So they should be having a test so they can know what's the employee capability or what's their capacity in doing that work. Then we have the weakness and opportunity, that increase efficiency in business process and supply chain of company, and creating a new management system. As I told you, there is improvement required in management system, so we need to work on that. And then we have the weakness and the threat. Improve the current appeal to provide service to take competitor out of the market. Now, whenever you should guide your employees, like the sales agent who's talking with the customer, to do a good appeal to the customer so they can take the services from you instead of the market, by giving them pre and post good quality services and customer service, you can say. And use modern and updated software instead of doing all the work manually. You should use modern and updated software, so it can help all level of management, even the quality manager or even the simple sales representative can do their work easily and can work efficiently on something else, like by catering customer more, because all the work will be done by the software automatically. So that was all from today. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I believe so, I hope so you would like it. If you have any question, you can comment down. Please like and share my video. Thank you so much.